What is up, everybody? Twitterverse TV here today, and we're gonna talk about the controversy about Hi-Fi Rush. Xbox games seem to have a common trend where they can't stop being talked about. I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing. Like, Xbox games are constantly trending, but in this instance, it's a bad thing. Well, some people view it as a bad thing. I don't really care at this point. As long as every once in a while, from the group who has no first-party games this year, they're once again clamoring doom and gloom for Xbox. Xbox is gonna go away. It's gonna be the end of Xbox as we know it. Blah blah blah. All that BS right there. But the newest rumor is that Hi-Fi Rush is coming to Nintendo Switch. It's just a rumor. Like, nothing has been confirmed. People are freaking out about this. You got Xbox guys writing whole paragraphs and articles and essays about how they're done with Xbox if this happens. And I was like, it ain't that serious. I was like, sure. If you get to the point where they're making all these big games go to different platforms like PlayStation, Nintendo, then there's a big issue right there. But for right now, if it's just Hi-Fi Rush going to Nintendo Switch, as was rumored, I don't really care. I'm not going to act like I really care this much about this game going to Nintendo Switch. This game came out like a year ago. Once again, I don't really care if the game comes to Nintendo Switch. But then again, I do get the sentiment where it should be like some type of trade or something. Like, Xbox is bringing their games over to Nintendo Switch, and is Nintendo bringing their games over to Xbox? I don't think that's happening. So I don't see there's a problem right now. Like, if it's just this game going to Nintendo Switch, I don't care. I don't really care. But if we get to a point where all these games are going to Nintendo or all the games are going to PlayStation, then we have a big issue. Because some people were saying that, hey, you played this game already. Why do you care if this game comes to other platforms? Well, because no other platform has to do that other BS where they bring their exclusives to other platforms. Like, you don't see PlayStation bringing their exclusives to Xbox. I mean, you do have the one exception, which is the MLB The Show, which is a weird exception, but that's not the trend. You don't see them bringing Last of Us or Spider-Man or God of War to Xbox, so why should Xbox bring their exclusives to PlayStation? This doesn't make any sense. Now, sure, if there was now the game community was already built on an environment where, hey, there's no exclusives at all, then sure, I'd be like, hey, just be done with exclusives. But because we don't live in that environment where exclusives are a thing, so if exclusives are a thing, then let's make it a thing. Then it's like, hey, if you want to get an Xbox, if you want to be an Xbox ecosystem, you got to buy an Xbox. You shouldn't have Xbox games on a Nintendo Switch or a PlayStation. So those are just my thoughts about this. Once again, I don't really care. If this game comes to Nintendo Switch, I'm not losing any sleep over it. But if they keep doing it, then it's a problem at this point. Then there's a big issue. There's a alarming red flag at that point. So, but yeah, this was the big talk. This is a big talk for the yesterday. And I was like, do I really want to do a video about this? Like, I don't really care if this comes to Nintendo Switch, but there's no other gaming news right now. This is the big thing. Phil Spencer's trending, Hi-Fi Rush is trending. I believe Xbox is trending as well. Like, this is the big thing. They're using the Phil Spencer quote that says, when we all play, we all win. Pretty much Sony fanboys are begging for this game to come on their platform. It's just so sad. The fan base who were trashing this game, trashing Starfield. Now they want Starfield and Hi-Fi Rush to come on PlayStation. And ain't that something? You were trashing this game at one point, now you're begging for it to come to PlayStation. It's just sad to see. And then Sony fanboys rejoicing at these games coming to PlayStation or Xbox getting close to going third party, which I don't think that's going to happen, but they were rejoicing at the thoughts of Xbox going third party. You Sony fanboys don't want Xbox to go out the console race. You guys might think you do, but you really don't, because you think it's bad for PlayStation right now or increasing the PS Plus. They're going to probably double PS Plus, and they're probably going to double the price of those first party games. They're probably going to double the price of those consoles as well, because there's no competition. The only reason why I see this is why Hi-Fi Rush possibly going to Nintendo Switch, because Nintendo Switch is like, I don't know if it's a console or a handheld. It's like a limbo in between both of them, a hybrid in between both. So Xbox don't really consider Nintendo their competition, to be honest. Nintendo is like the Fisher Price of gaming, and I'm trying to be respectful. I'm not trying to make that even be a diss, but it's kind of like the Fisher Price of gaming. Because you can say like, hey, I don't think I could think it was like the toy market, like NECA. They make like the Godzilla, the horror action figures, like the Friday the 13th, the Chucky, the Leprechaun, the different adult action figures. That's what NECA makes. That's kind of like the equivalent to Xbox and PlayStation. While Fisher Price makes stuff made for like young children and like kids. That's what Nintendo is aiming for. So, two different markets. I mean, I don't see them. They did not definitely not direct competition. So, I don't see this as a bad thing. So, that is my spiel about this. Let's see what we got to say about this news, this rumor. If true, I'm not mad at this. Good place to farm some extra revenue. To be honest, it's a perfect Switch game. Yeah, because it's kind of aimed for kids anyway. So it's like they put Super Lucky still on Switch, and nobody cared about that. It was like I think this is like the same thing right there. So, Ori was also Xbox published and came to Switch. It's weird that Hi-Fi Rush will come to Switch, but okay if it's true. Apparently, Ori came to Switch too, and nobody cared about that one either. So, I think they're gonna put these games on Switch from time to time that people don't like. It's not the big games. Like, we're not gonna see Halo on Nintendo Switch. Then if we do, that's a major problem. Great news! Congrats to the team. When Xbox dies, we all win. What a clown. I always thought this would be a great game for the Switch. Love to see it. I mean, like, once again, it's not like people are happy with this decision if it's going to happen, but I don't really care either way. Let's see. This person states, this is why I'm skeptical of the Hi-Fi Rush Nintendo claims. This person states it doesn't feel sustainable to consider Xbox games on a case-by-case basis for Switch. In order to really support it, I would want a full Xbox ecosystem somewhere, and that's probably means things like Live and Game Pass and stuff. Okay. Personally believe with Psychonauts 2. That's the thing, is no game has been confirmed on what's going to a different platform. People just have a big suspicion of Hi-Fi Rush going to Switch. So, and I don't even know where this rumor started, but this has just been the biggest news topic for the past day. That's what people have been talking about consistently. This is the issue with leaks and rumors. I suggest we wait to hear from the official source. I would rather go with that too, but because news is so dry in gaming right now, people are really going to go with this. They're going to run with this rumor right here. I don't think there will be any port from the current one already on those devices. The sad part is later, all this will not turn out to be true. That is happening. Hi-Fi Rush is a perfect port for Nintendo Switch. Gameplay will probably even be more enhanced with portability. Switch has plenty of rhythm games that are way more popular than on Xbox. That is a brilliant move, and expect other similar titles in the future to happen. Okay. Don't give it to PlayStation. Yeah, definitely. If you give it to Nintendo, that's fine, but definitely not PlayStation. Because PlayStation is your direct competition. Like, that's definitely the direct competition right there, so that wouldn't make any sense. It's like you seeing McDonald's put the Big Mac in Burger King. Like, that'd be stupid. You wouldn't see that ever happen. So, put it on Nintendo, sure. Don't put it on PlayStation. Like, that's just a bad decision right there. But what does this guy say? They really want Xbox games on PlayStation. Yeah. So they can continue to say Xbox has no games, so the Xbox going full third-party games can keep flowing. Yeah, I'm gonna conclude it right here. This conversation is very boring to me. Like, I find this topic in general being very boring. But like I said, there's no gaming news right now, so this is what you get. You get a video about this topic where people are trying to say, "Hey, doom and gloom for Xbox," when it's like we've gone through this from time to time again. These people say doom and gloom, and they get butthurt when Xbox has a game they want. It's an ongoing trend. So, just another day. People are butthurt about Xbox as usual, and they want this game to go to their platform of choice, which is probably not going to go to, but if it does, it happens. It is what it is. But definitely want to see your thoughts down below about this. Leave a like this video. As always, thanks for watching, and peace.